This is Gemara Sanhedrin Daf Sadi Tas. We're only on the first wide line of Sadi Chesem and Beis. We like all the learning to be an incredible schos Rafua Shalema for Tinoik ben Miri Ahuva. The Koyach HaTorah should continue showing its infinite and ultimate power. As Baruch Hashem, we should continue seeing progressive steps. Ultimately, Emirz Hashem leading to a Rafua Shalema Gemura for Tinoik ben Miriam Ahuva b'Sayir Sharchali Yisrael. And yesterday I pointed out that if you don't see the Shirim on Torah anytime, you can find it on YouTube. Then I found out that today there was an issue on YouTube, so I hope you found it on Torah anytime. Baruch Hashem, we should all continue having this chos of learning together. So in the first wide line, Amar Rav, Sadiches Rabbeis Lo Ivri Alma, the world is not created. Elul David for David HaMelech and his Tehillim. Ushmuel Amar LeMoshe, the world is created from Moshe Rabbeinu. Rav Yechanan Amar LaMashiach. Says the Gemara, Ma'ishemai, what is the name of Mashiach? Dvei Rabbi Shila Amri. Shila Shemai, Shenemar Ad Ki Yavai. Shila and Shila comes. To Rav Yani Amrai. Yinoin Shemai, Shenemar. Yishemai La'ilam V'nei Shemesh, Yinoin Shemai. To Rav Chanina Amar, Chanina Shemai, Shenemar Shaloitin Lachem Chanina. V'yesha Imrim Menachem and Chizkiya Shemai, Shenemar Kirchem and Menachem Meshiv Nafshi. V'Rabbanan Amri, Chivra Devei Rebbe Shemai. Chivara, which means Mitzayra of the house of Rebbe, is the name Shenemar. Chen Chalilno Hu Nasa Mechavino Sablam, Anachnu Chashvanenu, Nogve Moicha Lekemu Ma'una. Amar Rav Nachman, Iman Achayihu, if the Mashiach is amongst the living, Kigon Ana, then it's going to be someone like me, Shenemar, V'hayadiram Yenu Moshe B'karba Yotzim. Amar Rav Iman Achayihu, Kigon Rabbeinu HaKadosh, like Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, Iman Masyo, Mashiach is amongst those who are no longer Yom Taniel Ish Chamudes. Amar Rav Yehuda Amar Rav, Asid HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lamed Lahem, David Acher. Hashem is going to raise another David HaMelech, Shenemar. Ve'evdu es Hashem Elokeinu, v'es David Malkam, Asher Akim Lem Hakim, Hakim Lo Nemar, not that he was established. Elo Hakim, I will establish. Amalei Rabbi Levi Avoksev, David Avdi Nasi Lahem La'ilam. David will be a prince forever. It sounds like it's the original David that will reign forever. Says the Gemara, Kion Kesar, Abalgi Kesar. The two Davids will be like a Kesar, an emperor, and a half emperor, meaning two working in tandem. Darash Rav Simlai, 2 lines to the bottom, said Chesem Beis Ma'idach Sev. What is the meaning of the pasuk? Hayum mitavim es Yom Hashem, Lamazel Lachem Yom Hashem Uchayshech V'loi Or. Woe is to those who yearn for the day of Hashem. Why should you want it? It's darkness, not light. Mashal etarnigol, in the last line, Va'atli, a tarnigol, a rooster and a bat. Shem etzabin lar, they're waiting for the morning. If the rooster says to the bat, why? Because I'm waiting for the light, because light is mine. I live in the light. V'atan, you the bat. Why do you need the light? You know that the bats, they function at night and they sleep by day. So the rooster asks the bat, why do you wait for the morning? And this is the meaning of the pasuk. When the darkness covers those people, Matalev kalatlessly. So he said, you're cursing me. Amarlei, Kroksiv, it's a pasuk. Siv kine achoyshech yichas aretz. Va'arav valech yizrach Hashem kvoidu alayich ira. Darkness will cover the earth, and thick clouds will cover the people. But upon you, Hashem, your glory will be seen. Baruch atah Adonai Yelinu melech haolam. Says the Gemara. Now we're going to get a little bit involved in how long, and how long Mashiach is going to be. Amar lei, crux of Ktini Cheshech. We just did this. Tanya, 6 lines to the top. And of course, we remind ourselves, as always, in all these Gemaras, there's layers upon layers, levels upon levels of Pshatim. We're just going to not even scratch the tip of the iceberg, just merely to give the Pashim Pshat the Taich. And of course, everyone should try their own to get deeper Pshatim, more understanding, etc. Tani, we learned in the Bride, let's write Mary, my 7 Shiach, Arbaim, Shana, 40 years, Shemar, Shana, Koit, Bidar. Lazbin Azariah, Mer, Shivim, Shana, 70 years, Shanamar, we will move in Ashchach, these are Shivim, Shana, Kime Melech, Echad, Ezel, Melech, Miyuchad, Avi, Omer, Zem, Mashiach, who's the Melech? Mashiach, so we see it 70 years. So 40, 70, Rabbi Amr, Shleisha, Dairis, 3 Dairis, Shanamar, Yeruchem, Shemesh, Nearech, Dar, Darim. Rav Hillel Mary the Mesheli Yisrael Shekvar Achlua Mechizkiah. There'll be no Mashiach because they already enjoyed Mashiach in the days of Chizkiah. That's Rav Hillel. Says the Gemara Amar Rav Yosef Sharle Mare. The Rav Hillel Hashem forgive Rav Hillel Chizkiah Masu B'Vayis Rishon. Vilu Zachariah, when did Zachariah Navi give Nevuah? Kamisnave B'Vayis. So clearly there's going to be another Mashiach. V'Amar. There's going to be an ani riding the Chamar Balir Ben Asoinais. Says the Gemara, Tanya Yidach, another rice of Lazar Aimer. You might have Mashiach Arbaim Shana. You might have Mashiach Arbaim Shana. Ksiv Achad says. V'yanach averi v'achav yachlu v'yachil chag ksiv asam samachani moiseni sinu shnai serinu ra. Rav Deiser Adalin Me'ay Shana. So here's a fourth Shita. 40, 73, 4 Dairais. And now we have 400 years. Ksiv achav avdem vanu oisam. Pesach time. How long is Klal Yisrael going to live in Mitzrayim? 400 years. Ksiv achik ksiv machani moiseni sani. So we see it say 400 years. Rabbi Omer, Gimel Meifshisha V'chamisha Shana 365, K'mini Masachama, like the days of the sun and the years. Shenemar Ki Yom Nakim B'libi, Shaz K'uli Ba, Ma Yom Nakim B'libi, Rabbi Yechon Libi Galita Le'Evari, Loi Galita. What does this mean? This means it was revealed to my lip, to my heart, but it's not been revealed to my limbs. Rish Lakish Amar, the first one, Loi Libi Galisi, Macha Sharetz, Loi Galisi. Tevei Avimi, Tani Avimi, Breder of Avu, another sheet, Israel, Shivas Alofim Shana. How long is Mashiach going to be for Klal Yisrael? 7,000 years. Shenemar, Mosas Chasan Al Kal Yosas Alayach Hashem Lokecha. Maybe the Mishmah Mosas Mashiach Kimi Yoim Shinra Ilam Badachshav. You know how long is Mashiach going to be? Amount of days that's been from the beginning of creation until now. Shenamar, on the fourth line, like days of the heaven on the earth. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. No, I skipped. Excuse me. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. Amar Kimei Noach Arachshav. Shenamar Kimei Noach Zoi Sali Asher Nishbati. Continues the Gemara. Amar Rav Chia bar Rabba. Amar Rav Yechon Kol Arvim Kulon Esnadu Alali Moisa Mashiach. Avo, the famous line. La'ilam haba, everything that the Mashiach, the Nevi'im spoke about. All the wonderful, incredible entities, that's all. You might say Mashiach. Avo la'ilam haba, and la'iras al-kim zulazech al-kim yasel al-machak la. And this, of course, is a machlaikas upliga de Shmuel, Damar Shmuel. Ein bein oilam ha'zel, you might say Mashiach, Shibud Malchus, Bovad. Shmuel holds, it's all the same thing. The only chiluk is going to be Shibud Malchios. All the goodness is only about what the Bali Tshuva are going to get. And this is well. 10 lines into the white lines. The first one line is Avua. Sham Sadikim Inan Ainim Shnamar Sham. Shnamar Shalom Shalom the Rachaik will Karif. Beresha Barachaik, and then Bahadur Karif. So we see that Sadiqim are never at that place. My Rachaik Rachaik to Meikara, my Kara Karif to Meikara, Udashta. Rav Yechon Amar, the Rachaik Shu Rachaik Me'aveira. You know what it means, says Rav Yechon? No. The Rachaik are those who are Rachaik from Aveira, Karif Shu Kara Me'aveira, Minisrachaik Mimena. All the goodness that the Nevi'im spoke about is only one who marries his daughter to a Talmid Chacham. However, and La'isei Pragmatia, L'Talmid Chacham, one who does business with a Talmid Chacham, Umehenet Talmid Chacham and Echasam. Aval, that's all the incredible rewards. As if you benefit a Talmid Chacham. Aval Talmidei Chachamim Atzmon. Says the Gemara, what is this? Amar Rav Yishua ben Levi is a yayin hameshumar ba'anava, the wine saved. Misheshes meirishis. Shlagisham is a Eden. Leirasa ayin me'ilam. This is not the gan. This is the Eden that I never saw. V'intema adam echandar began. Adam Rishon was only in the gan. V'intema beganu Eden tamlamar and how you say me Eden Ashkus is the gan. 2 different areas. The incredible reward in store. B'siyata dishmaya. Says the Gemara, we're at the 2 dots, 20 lines at the bottom. Says the Gemara, the second in the list is what? When the Mishnah says people who are not going to have tchias amesim, one who says Torah is not min hashamayim tanarabanan, ki davar Hashem baza, umitzvasa yahafer yikari zeh oimer ein Torah min hashamayim davar acher. Ki davar Hashem baza zeh bikairis davar acher. Ki davar Hashem baza zeh amegala ponim b'Torah's chutzpah. Umitzvasa yahafer zeh mefer bris basar. He cars, belamazeh. You cut off in this world. The cars alamaba. Mikan amar Rav Lazar amoidai. Hamechal lezai kochim amavazim zwadais. V'amever brisa shel Avraham Avinu. V'amegala ponim b'Torah shel kalacha. You paskin incorrectly. V'amal bin b'nei chaviri b'rabim. You see how high on the list. Halbanas b'nei chaviri b'rabim. Afal bishish b'yadai Torah ma'isiv toivim. You might have everything, but you throw it all away in like chelek. La'ilam haba. Tanya, 10 lines to the bottom. First line is Tanya. Ki davar Hashem ba'azah zeh omer ein Torah min hashamayim. This is why we brought to this whole price. Is someone who says no Torah min hashamayim. Va'afilu amar, and even if he says Kol Torah kulam min hashamayim chutz mi basing zeh. How careful sometimes you say, that's not true. Oh, that's not from me. No, if you deny one passing in the Torah, Shlamar Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Elam Moshe B'Atzma, he said to Hashem, you're right, everything's from heaven. Chutz mi diktuk zeh mikal v'chaymer zeh migzer shaveh zeh. Who kidvar Hashem baza? That's disgraceful to the Torah. Tanya, we learned in the Brisa. Rabbi Meir, Aimer Alai Mei Torah V'Eino Melamda. Zokt Eiliger Meir. Someone who learns Torah but does not teach it to others. Zehu Dvar Hashem Baza. That's what it means, that the word of Hashem is despised. Rav Nasanar Kol Misheinu Mashkiach Ala Mishnah. So first to one who's not heed the words of a Mishnah, Rav Narai Aimer. Kol She'ev Shel Asik B'Torah V'Eino Oisik. It's for someone who could have learned and didn't. Someone who worships idols. My mashma, then very shma, kitav Hashem bazeh zemvaze, dibor, shenamar leila Moshe Rabbeinu, v'nech Hashem lokech aliyah l'chalakim acherim v'kaimer. Rabbi Yishua Aimer, Shu ben Karcha Aimer, 2 lines to the bottom, Lo mi Torah v'ino chayzer aleh. Someone who learns Torah, and here it is, and he doesn't chazer, taimel adam shezayre, he plants, and it grows. But ve'enoi kaitzer, he doesn't harvest. Shomer kolomi Torah mishkacha umishcha, he forgets it. Tamlisha yolda v'kaiveres, Rachmana Litzlan, buries the baby. Rabbi Akiva Aimer says, Rabbi Akiva, we see the incredible importance of retaining the Torah, of Chazara of the Torah. As we turn over to Sadites Amid Bey, says the Heilige Rabbi Akiva, Zamer b'chol yoyim, we have to sing each and every day. Rashi says, to keep on chazering. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak bar Rav Dumi, my Karashin Emar, Nevesh Amal Amila, Lo ki Akav Aleh Piu, Amal b'makim Zav Torasay Amal Aslay b'makim Acher. Amar Rav Lazar Kol Adam Lamal Nivra, Kol Adam Lamal Nivra. Every person was created to toil. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, Ki Adam Lamal Yulad. A famous Gemara says, Rabbi Eliezer, any idea? I don't know. Im Lamal Peh Nivra. Im Lamal Mlacha Nivra, says Rabbi Eliezer. You're created to work, but what type of work? Was it Lamal Peh, verbal toil, physical labor? And the Mefarshim here explain, maybe the world was created for tefillah, for davening. Maybe the world was created just for mitzvahs. Says Gemara, no, kshoimer ki okav alayu piyah, have you ever lamal peh nivra? I don't know. What does it mean, amal peh? Im lamal teira, im lamal sicha, to stam talk, or just to daven. Kshoimer layamer sefer ha-teira zem yipicha, have you oimer la'amal teira nivra? What was the havamina you see over here? The paramount and critical importance of Limud HaTorah. Explain the Mefarshim that yes, mitzvahs are important. Yes, tefillah is important. But what's the creation, the purpose of it all? Amal la'amal yulav la'amal Torah. And this is what Rava means when he says all the bodies are instruments of toil. Ninu toivi dezichri dehave. Fortunate are those, everyone has to toil. But what are you going to toil in? Fortunate are those who toil in Torah. Says the Gemara, startling line for anyone who doesn't do Chazar, they should give us chizik to do Chazar each and every day. 12 lines down, the first line is V'noyav Isha Chaser Leiv. One who is with a woman is devoid of sense. Says the Gemara, what does this mean? He's a noyaf. It's disgusting. It's like a marriage, which isn't a marriage. It's a zanos. You're with the woman at times. You're not really married. You only learn leprakim. The Torah is like a marriage. It's a constant. It's an always. It's not just at times. Tana Rabbanan continues the Gemara. Rama. People made in Yad Ramah, Menashe ben Chazkiyahu, Sheyoshev Derish V'Hakadosh Daifi, sitting and learning, and in a ridiculing fashion, Amar Yizad, Chayil and Moshe L'Chtoiv. It was Moshe Rabbeinu not able to write, Televachos Loitan Timnah. Nothing greater to write than Loitan's sister was Timnah. What's the purpose? But Timnah is a Pilagish Alifas, Yelech Ruvi Mekisir Chitim, V'yem Sedudam Besad the Yatza Baskol. So he's sitting there and ridiculing the Torah, Achmano Litzlan. Yatza Baskol V'amra Loi. Baskol comes out and says to Menashe, Teishe V'achicha Tidaber B'beni Mecha. You sit and speak against your brother, your mother's son, you ridicule. Hey, if you do these things, I'll remain silent. Gonna rebuke you, says Hashem. Woe is those who draw sins. Menashe receiving incredible rebuke. My covers Agala. Amravasi Tzahara. Betchila Taimel Choit Shal Kuvia. In the beginning, it's like a spider's thread. The Tzahara B'Saif. Taime La Voice Agala. Like a cart rope, how the Yitzhar grows and grows and grows. Says the Gemara in the second medium-sized line. Ta'ason Allah Mios Achos Loitan Timne. What does the pasuk mean? Mahi, what is that? Timna bas malachim avoy. Timna was the daughter of malachim. Techsev, as the pasuk says in the first variable line. Aloif lot on aloif timna. B'chol alof, and anytime the Torah says alof, a chief. Malchasa b'loi tagihu is a king without a crown. So by Legura, Timna wanted to convert. Pasuk Yitzlav Ram Yitzav Yankiv. They didn't accept her as a Giyayres. Lalifas ben Esav. She went and she was a Pilegesh for Elisa, the son of Esav. Amra mutav te shivcha lu'umazo. She said it's better to be a shivcha to Esav. Loite gevira loma acheres, not to be a princess to other nations. Nafak mine Amalek, who came out of this union. Rachmana litzon Amalek, certainly Israel, my time. It's here. Amr Yaakov should have rejected her and they did not. Continues the psukim. The Menashe real called the Elech Ruvain b'meichsir chitim on the first variable line. Amrav to come Rav Mikan. Tzadikim shein poishtin yedin begazel v'yimsa dudam basadem. My dudam Amar Yivruchi Levi Amar Sigli Minusa Amar Sabiski. What is the daduim? The Yavruchi, they're Sigli, and they are Sifsiki, different type. Different type of plants. Says the Gemara, Amar Rebbe Alexandri, back to Torah in the purest form. Kolai Sigba Torah Lishma, Masim Shalom. Where do you put Shalom when you learn Torah? Not only here, Bibamalya Shalmaila and Bamalya Shalmata. Heavily abode, and down here Shema is Chazik Bamuni Ase Shalom Li Shalom Yaseli. Rav Amakilu Bana Platon Shalmail of Shalmato. So if you built a palace upstairs and down below, Shema Vasim Davar Bichub Sel Yodei Kisis Chal and Toshamayim V'Lasei Haaretz Amar Rav Yishlagish Rav Yichlin Amar. Av Megan al Kol Ha'ilam Kula. You want to know how to be Megan? You want to know how to protect of the whole world? Learn Torah Lishma. What does Lishma mean? For its sake, for the sake of connecting Kadosh Baruch Hu Shnemar. Sal Yadai Kisischa. V'Lev Yamar Av Mekarv is like Gula, bring the Gula closer. Shem Le'amar Tzion Amiata. Rimish Lakish. Kol Amalamid Es Ben Chaveiroi Torah. Malav Kilu. You teach your friend's child Torah if you born him. Rav Eliezer Amar Kilu Asal Divrei Torah. Shenamar Shadim Divrei Bris Azois V'Sitim Osam Yimam Shmidim into Divrei Torah. Rav Amar Kilu Asal Atzman. Kilu Asal La'atzmai. Shenamar Asitim Osam Altik Yoisei Alo Isam. Amravu Klamas Es Chaver Ledaver Mitzvah. Malavakasav Kilu Asal if you created him. Shenamar Matcha Asher Heikis. Moshe didn't hit. So that if you facilitate someone else to doing a mitzvah, it's as if kilu aso, it's if you did the mitzvah yourself. We're picking up from that because the next shiur b'siyata dishmai.